Ladies and gentlemen, in a world full of chaos, noise, and non-stop distractions, there is one thing every soul quietly longs for: peace. Not just a moment of silence or a temporary relief from stress, but a deep, lasting peace that lives within you, no matter what's happening around you. But let me ask you this: when was the last time you felt truly at peace? Not just happy, not just successful, not just busy, but deeply soulfully at peace. For most people, peace feels like a reward at the end of a long list of conditions. They believe it comes after they've achieved success, after the bills are paid, after the relationship is fixed, after life finally slows down. But here's the truth, and it might shake you. Peace doesn't wait for perfection. Peace doesn't wait for life to cooperate. Peace isn't found after the storm, is found within it. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to the part of you that's tired. Tired of pretending, tired of performing, tired of carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders and wondering why you still feel empty. I want to speak to the part of you that's been silently asking, when will I finally feel okay? This message is not about the world changing for you. It's about you changing how you move through the world. Because peace isn't something you chase, it's something you choose. And it's a choice you must make every single day. It starts with a decision to stop looking outward for what can only be found inward. To stop measuring your worth by your productivity. To stop giving away your energy to every crisis, every conflict, every critic. To stop reacting and start reflecting. Peace is not passive, it is powerful. It is not weakness, it is strength under control. It is the calm in your spirit that says, I may not control everything, but I will control what I allow to live inside me. In this message, we're going to walk through 4 powerful stages. The journey of looking within. The release of control. The embrace of stillness. The daily discipline of protecting your peace. Because here's the reality: life will always be noisy. People will always have opinions. Circumstances will rise and fall. But peace, true peace, is learning how to rise above the noise and create calm in your own soul. So if you're ready to stop surviving and start living, if you're ready to stop running and finally rest, if you're ready to stop breaking and start healing, then this message is for you. Because peace is not a fantasy. Peace is not a luxury. Peace is your birthright. And now, your journey to reclaim it begins. The search for peace begins within. Peace. It's something we all say we want, but few truly understand how to find it. Most people believe peace comes once life gets easier, once they have more money, once the relationship gets better, once the world finally calms down. But here's the hard truth. If you're waiting for the world to give you peace, you'll be waiting forever. Peace isn't something that shows up outside of you. It doesn't come with a job title, a bank account, or even the love of your life. Real, lasting peace begins inside. It starts when you stop looking for it in the noise and begin searching for it in the silence of your soul. You see, the world teaches us to keep running, to chase success, to chase approval, to chase the next big thing. But peace is the opposite of chasing. It's about stopping. It's about becoming still enough to hear your own thoughts, to face what you've been avoiding, and to sit in the discomfort that comes with inner work. It's uncomfortable at first, because when you finally slow down, you realize how much you've been carrying, the past regrets, the future fears, the voice in your head that never stops criticizing. That's when the journey really begins. Not when everything's perfect, but when you decide you're tired of being at war with yourself. The first step to finding peace is choosing to look inward. Ask yourself, what's keeping me up at night? What am I constantly running from? Why do I feel unsettled even when things are going right? When you ask honest questions, you start to get honest answers. And those answers may hurt. You might realize you've been living a life based on other people's expectations. You might uncover pain you've buried deep for years. But here's the good news. You can't heal what you won't face. But once you face it, peace becomes possible. So take a breath, slow down, stop chasing for a moment, and start listening. Your peace isn't out there in someone else's approval or in the next achievement. It's in the stillness. It's in knowing who you are and accepting who you are, becoming. You deserve peace. Not just a few moments of calm when things go your way, but a deep, unshakable sense of peace that stays with you no matter what life throws at you. And that journey starts now by looking within, letting go of what you can't control. Peace cannot exist where control is your obsession. One of the greatest enemies of inner peace is the constant need to control everything around you: people, outcomes, opinions, timing. But here's a truth that will set you free. You will never control everything, and you don't need to. We spend so much of our energy trying to manipulate situations to match our expectations. We try to control how people see us, how life unfolds, and how our plans play out. But peace is not found in the illusion of control. It's found in surrender. It's found in the quiet confidence of knowing that you are doing your best and that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means giving into the flow of life. It means trusting that you are being guided, even when you don't understand the path. It means releasing your grip on the things that are stealing your joy and draining your spirit. Think about how much time you've wasted trying to change things you cannot change. The way someone treats you, the timing of an opportunity, the outcome of a situation that didn't go your way. How much peace have you lost by clinging to what's already gone? Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is whisper to yourself, I surrender. Not because you're weak, but because you're wise enough to realize that peace requires trust. Trust in God. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Letting go also means releasing toxic emotions: resentment, anger, envy, and guilt. These emotions are peace killers. They rob you of joy and keep you chained to the past. You cannot walk freely into your future while dragging the weight of old wounds behind you. Forgiveness is a crucial step. Not just forgiving others, but also forgiving yourself. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. And you are certainly not defined by anyone who didn't see your worth. Forgive so you can breathe again. Forgive so you can live again. And finally, remember this: peace doesn't mean your life will be perfect. It means your heart will be steady even when storms come. It means you'll sleep at night knowing you let go of what you can't change and held on to what truly matters: your values, your growth, your faith, your inner calm. So, if you want peace, you have to unclench your fists. You have to stop fighting battles that were never yours to begin with. Let go. Breathe deep. And trust that what is meant for you will come not when you panic, but when you're finally at peace within. In a world that never slows down, finding peace often begins with one powerful decision: to be still. We live in a society that glorifies hustle, rewards constant movement, and praises being busy as if it were a badge of honor. But true peace isn't found in constant motion. It's found in presence, in stillness, in the quiet moments when you stop chasing and start being. You see, many people are not really living in the present. They are either stuck in the past, replaying regrets, mistakes, or painful memories, or they are racing toward the future, anxious about things that haven't even happened yet. And the tragedy is they miss now. They miss the only moment that truly exists. They miss the beauty of life unfolding right in front of them. Peace lives in the present. When you slow down and become fully present, even in the most ordinary moment, you'll find something powerful. You'll notice the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of your own breath, the softness of silence. You'll realize that peace was never far away. It was just hidden behind the noise. But to access this peace, you must first practice stillness. That could mean sitting quietly for 5 minutes in the morning, just breathing deeply. It could mean turning off your phone and walking through nature without distraction. It could mean praying, meditating, or simply pausing long enough to feel grateful. Stillness is not about doing nothing. It's about tuning in. It's about hearing the voice inside you that's been drowned out by the chaos of the world. And the more you return to this place of stillness, the more grounded you'll become. Because when you stop chasing the future and let go of the past, you find your true self right here, right now. And peace grows in that space. You don't need more things to be at peace. You don't need more achievements, followers, or money. What you truly need is to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with the now. The present moment is a gift. Don't rush past it. The most peaceful people in the world are not those with perfect lives. They're the ones who have learned to quiet their minds in the midst of life's imperfections. They're the ones who are fully alive in each moment, whether it's a moment of joy or a moment of challenge. So, if you really want peace, you must train yourself to be present. Not someday, not when things get better, right now. Because peace isn't something you find in the future, it's something you create in the present. Protecting your peace daily. Finding peace is not a one-time event. It's a daily choice, a discipline, a commitment to protecting your inner world, no matter what's going on around you. Once you taste real peace, you'll realize just how sacred it is and how easily it can be lost if you don't protect it. There will always be things trying to steal your peace. Negative people, toxic environments, internal doubts, endless distractions. The world will keep pulling at you, demanding your attention, your energy, your reaction. But here's the truth. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to absorb every emotion thrown your way. You don't have to let outside chaos live inside of you. Peace comes from setting boundaries, emotional boundaries, mental boundaries, time boundaries. You have to learn to say no to people, situations, and even thoughts that disturb your spirit. You have to choose what you will allow into your life and what you must walk away from. Not everyone deserves access to your peace. Start becoming intentional about what you consume, the content you watch, the conversations you entertain, the people you spend time with. Are they feeding your soul or draining it? Are they calming your spirit or causing inner storms? Your peace is precious. Protect it like your life depends on it, because in many ways it does. A peaceful mind is a powerful mind. A peaceful heart is a strong heart. When you are calm and grounded, you can think clearly, love deeply, and act wisely. Also, remember that your peace is your responsibility. Don't wait for someone else to create it for you. Don't rely on the world to become peaceful so you can finally feel at ease. You have to cultivate peace within yourself, even when the world is falling apart. Especially when the world is falling apart. Sometimes that means choosing silence over drama. Sometimes it means walking away instead of proving your point. Sometimes it means forgiving, even when the apology never comes. Sometimes it means choosing peace over being right. Peace doesn't mean your life is perfect. It means you've decided to rise above the imperfections, to not let external events control your internal state. It means you've anchored yourself in something deeper: faith, gratitude, stillness, self-awareness. And here's the beautiful part. When you become a person of peace, you radiate that peace to others. You become a light in a dark world, a calming presence, a living example of what's possible when someone chooses to guard their heart and protect their energy. So if you're asking, how will I find peace? The answer is simple but powerful. Decide to make peace your priority. Choose it. Protect it. Practice it. Every single day. Because when peace lives inside you, no storm can shake you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've taken a powerful journey, a journey inward, one that most people spend a lifetime avoiding, but you didn't. You showed up, you listened, you reflected, and that alone is a victory worth celebrating. You've seen now that peace isn't some faraway destination waiting for life to get easier. It's not found at the end of a paycheck, a relationship, or a dream fulfilled. True peace begins with a single powerful decision to stop running, to stop controlling, and to start being, to be still, to look inward, to let go of what no longer serves you, to live in the present moment and protect your spirit like the treasure it is. Let's not forget the Septiomochtung. You started by looking within, facing the chaos, the pain, the insecurities you've been running from. You realized that the search for peace doesn't begin in the world, it begins in the quiet corners of your soul. Then you embraced surrender. You stopped grasping for control and instead leaned into trust. You learned that letting go isn't giving up, it's growing up. It's recognizing that peace flows not from having control, but from releasing it. You don't need to know how everything will work out to rest in the truth that it will. You then stepped into stillness. You chose presence over pressure, clarity over chaos. And in that quiet space, you heard your own voice again. You remembered that the present moment is a gift and that slowing down is not weakness, it's wisdom. Peace lives in the now, not the next. And finally, you understood that peace must be protected daily, intentionally, relentlessly. That not everyone and everything deserves access to your energy. That setting boundaries is not selfish. It's sacred. It's how you honor yourself, your values, and your journey. Because here's the truth. Once you find peace, the world doesn't magically become calm, but you do. And that changes everything. You start responding instead of reacting. You start choosing your energy instead of absorbing the world's. You stop letting external storms define your internal state. And no, it won't be perfect. There will be hard days. There will be moments you feel like slipping back into the noise. But now you know better. Now you have the tools. Now you understand that peace is not something you wait for. Peace is something you create. To guard it, cultivate it, return to it again and again. Wake up every morning and make the conscious decision to protect your peace through prayer, reflection, stillness, and courage. Because once you experience this kind of peace, the real kind, you'll never again settle for chaos disguised as a normal life. Let the world be loud. Let the storms come. Let life be what it is. Because now you are different. Now you are anchored. Now you are at peace. And then remember this final truth. You don't find peace by changing the world. You find peace by changing how you move through it. Now go. Walk in peace, live in peace, protect your peace. Because it was never lost. It was always within you.